Hello students, welcome back for your online classes for English. So students, today we are going to discuss your new chapter, and before we discuss your new chapter, I just wanted to explain you that in your last lectures, as we have studied all about your synthesis, and that synthesis chapter was also all about making the different sentences, the simple sentences into compound, or you can just change the simple sentences into complex also. So this chapter also very much similar. Transformation, what do you mean by transformation, bache? When you talk about to transform, it means to change. So what change you want? You want change in sentences. And now what sentences? So don't get confused that these sentences are similar to your synthesis chapter. No, we are not going to discuss anything about your simple sentences, compound sentences, or complex sentences. This sentences, do you remember that in your previous lectures you have studied, in your previous class you have studied about types of sentences? Yes, now I believe you're recalling that all sentences are like imperative sentences, declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, negative sentences. Yes, now you get my point. So students, when we talk about transformation of sentences, these transformation of sentences means that in your question paper or in your exercises, the direction must be given to you that change this in affirmative questions to the negative one, or might be the affirmative changed into interrogative, or it can be possible that you have to change the interrogative questions to the affirmative or to the negative one. Very good. So students, I believe if you have understood that what sentences we are talking about, so let us just discuss one more time that we are talking about your affirmative sentences, affirmative, or you can call it as a positive sentences, the negative sentences, interrogative, or you can call it declarative, exclamatory, like this. So hope you are now already aware that what sentences are and how many types of sentences are. Affirmative, simply it's the positive sentences. Negative, when some no, not, or do not, does not comes in your sentence, it is called the negative sentence. Interrogative, usually for the question marks. Declarative, when you give some kind of declaration, a kind of suggestion, command. Exclamatory, which ends with the exclamation sign or some expression. So those sentences you have already aware. Now when we talk about your transformation of your sentences, everyone please open your books, because without your books you cannot understand. There is no such rule which can help you out that how you will transform a kind of sentence. For example, if I will tell you to transform an affirmative sentence into negative, it is quite possible that your answer may be different from your classmate, from your um, from other students. It's very much possible, but the only thing which you have to keep in your mind, that meaning should not be changed. So if you have already read this page, you have seen that I cannot consent to your plan. Here if you will see that this is a substitution of one part of speech for the another one. Here you will see consent is used as a verb, but I cannot give my consent to your plan. Now here this consent is used as noun. So sometimes there are few words, those can work as verb also, and those can work as noun also. For example, if you will see uh, another example, the act made the slaves free. Again, this free is working as an adjective, but the act gave freedom to the slaves, it becomes a noun. So the uh, whole situation is this, that we are trying to explain you that how you will change, that is totally up to you, but the change cannot change the meaning of that sentence. It will be more clear to you if I give you some more examples. For example, number 2, modes of expression, a condition. For example, by the use of the conjunction if or unless. If you tell the truth, you will not be punished. Unless you tell the truth, you will be punished. So both the sentences gives you the same meaning. But when you see the first sentence, if you tell the truth, you will not be not be punished. This is a conjunction sentence. Because it follows if. It's a conditional sentence. You are already aware that when a sentence having if as a beginning clause, then it becomes our conditional sentence. So you can call it is our conditional sentence, and we are changing into with the help of conjunction, which is unless you tell the truth, you will be punished. You will be happy if you work hard. You will be happy if you work hard. Now how we have changed into the negative one, you will not be happy unless you work hard. So hope you have understood at least the conclusion of this chapter, that while doing the transformation of sentences, the meaning should not be changed. This is the most important thing which you have to take care. Now let's come to some points which I can explain you out. For example, students, when you have learned from your previous classes, you're already aware that there are few words. I can just help you with few words and what could be the changes. For example, if there is always in your sentence, it always changed with the help of never. It's number one. For example, he is always present. He is always present. It is an affirmative sentence. Now I'm changing into negative. So what should be the correct answer? He is, what always changed into never. He is never. So if you will write present again, he is never present, it means you're changing the sentence. Now, what was our main point? That we should not change the meaning. He is always present. It means he is never absent. Very good. So, in these kind of sentences, sometimes you have to find the opposites also. So, this is how you have changed the sentence. You have played with the words, but the meaning is not changed. This is an affirmative sentence, and this is a negative sentence, if you can see carefully. So this is an example of first one, which is if there is ever given always, you can change into never. Okay, let's see another one. If it is sometimes, if it is given sometimes, you can change into not always. Not always. Let's see some example. uh, he sometimes, he sometimes smoke, right? He sometimes smoke. So what do you mean to say here? That you're talking about a person who sometimes smoke. So wherever sometimes is given, you will change into not always. So he not always smoke. It has the same meaning, right? Let's come to the third point. It is must. If must is given in your sentence, it can be changed with the help of cannot, but. How you can change? Let's see one example. He must buy. He must buy a book. He must buy a book. Now, if I use he cannot but buy a book, it has the same meaning. So you can see it carefully that wherever must comes, it changes with the help of cannot but. Sometimes come, it changes with the help of not always. If always is given to you, you can change with the help of never. So there are few words which I can suggest you that you can remember always. It can only help you to make your sentences better. So another words like if there is all, you can change into no. if there is given forever, you can change into never. So there are some examples which I can give you related to these words, and there are many. Apart from this, there is no such rule which can explain you, students. While changing your sentences, while transformation of these sentences, you can learn the ways, the new words which will always help you to change. So if there are, I just request everyone that you can go through with the chapter. If you find any difficulties while making the changes, we will discuss in your Google Meet class. And in your next class, I try to give you a kind of slide where you will be aware about some words, which word can change into which one. So students, let's meet into the in your Google Meet class. Fine. So quickly just go back and come to the Google Meet class. Thank you, students.